The Honorable Nwende Olrua had a stint as the Permanent Secretary for Foreign Affairs and fully aware of the circumstances of the establishment and the functions of PIDP. But in the interest of parliamentary processes and public information, I have the honor to answer the question. As we are all aware, PIDP was established in 2013 and mirrored the foreign policy direction of the previous government, of the previous administration. The establishment of the PIDP was part of a policy that was crafted to fill the void, again, that emerged when Fiji's traditional partners held government then accountable for breaches of democratic principles and rule-based order that underpin the foundations of our society. The Speaker, sir, PIDF was recognized as an international organization on September 4th of 2015 and was admitted as an official observer to the United Nations General Assembly in December of 2016. The organization signaled a desire by the Pacific Small Island Developing States, PSIDS, to engage directly with development partners to address goals in areas such as climate change, food and energy security, and ocean conservation. The Speaker, sir, PIDF comprises 12 members, 12 members of PSID states, civil society organizations, and the private sector. And key achievements. PIDF benefited Fiji and our regional Pacific SIDS countries on a number of fronts, with key accomplishments that I will outline here. The Super Declaration, which was used as a reference point for PSIDS lobbying at COP21 and contributed to the successful outcomes on at the Paris negotiations. The non-debate declaration, which voiced the Pacific deep concern for the lack of comprehension, ambition, or commitment by developed nations towards the consequences of the climate crises in the Pacific and vulnerable regions. The solarization of official residences and landmark sites for the Pacific heads of state, supported by UNDP, the UN Office of the South-South Cooperation, and the Republic of India. Fiji has extended that to include the residence of the head of government, the Prime Minister's residence, not just limited to the head of state or His Excellency the President's residence. Research and innovation ecosystems to address the impact of climate change in the Pacific, with the overall objective to strengthen the research and innovation of ecosystems of small Pacific Island countries. The question also was raised at the recent Pacific Island Leaders Forum in Tonga, but we managed to allay any fears of any breakaway with the response I gave to them. The speakers of the PIDF cooperates in a crowded space, and it's not immune to the challenges faced by regional organizations such as PID, the one I've just returned from. Some of these challenges mandate issue due to the highly contested regional space and the evolving regional architecture. PIDF, as the youngest regional organization, continues to face the issue of relevance in the Pacific. Leadership. PIDF continues to be branded as a Fijian entity and is negatively denoted to duplicate the existing regional body, PIF Secretariat. Financing, voluntary membership contributions impact and commitment towards work programs. Governance structure, the cost of maintaining the current structure is relatively high, and the capacity of the Secretariat, in the original design of the organization, the Secretariat was not intended to be a technical organization. The way forward for PIDF, in view of the context that brought PIDF into being, Mr. Speaker, sir, the complexity and multi-layered challenges which PIDF faces and the outcomes government seeks from this entity, it is prudent to have an organization that is in tune and responsive to the needs of Fiji and its people and the other members. As such, we are undertaking a review of PIDF with the support of partners to repurpose and reorientate to a fit-for-purpose organization that will draw on lessons learned while furthering national and regional interests. Mr. Speaker, sir, we have received the views of some Pacific Island countries to maintain the PIDF's reason for its being, or as the French would say, raison d'etre, regardless of the name of the organization. It serves their interests as well. PIDF has been plagued by some management issues which we have corrected through prudent internal controls, oversight, and improved governance and accountability structure. PIDF is under review and it's transitioning towards becoming an integrated entity that focuses on project delivery across the sectors and geographical boundaries. Here we're leaning towards a fully projectized business model to take this organization forward. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has had dialogue with current donors who are pleased to continue supporting existing projects and moving into new ones. They're satisfied with the current interim arrangement, where the entity is, for the time being, managed from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs with the Permanent Secretary of Foreign Affairs as its interim, still Secretary General, while ensuring independence of operations with sound oversight on a two-tier accountability and oversight process. An innovative role that donors can play in the governance structure under discussion is receiving very positive feedback. Lessons from other regional entities are also being capitalized here. Mr. Speaker, sir, the new organization will soon be recognized as an integrated development center. Whatever name it will be eventually known or given is immaterial. The purpose and goals that we'll pursue for Fiji and the region is more important. It will be a project delivery organization that is able to receive projects from across ministries and sectors. It will focus on functional responses through specific nature-based solutions that focus on a model of green growth in blue economies that is in tune with the Sustainable Development Principles. It will also institute incubators to boost sustainable development. An important focus, Mr. Speaker, sir, of the governance structure will be in the monitoring, evaluating, and learning components. Mr. Speaker, sir, regionalism is an important development strategy in the Pacific, and the soon-to-be Integrated Development Center, IDC, for want of a better term, will progress strategies that ensure the interests of relevant sectors, including Pacific family, are upheld. In the process, Mr. Speaker, we envisage that the IDC would elevate support for local sectors and PSID's agenda in partnership with government civil society organizations and the private sector. The IDC will be supported as a research and project-oriented organization with a mandate that will complement regional and sub-regional organizations and actively support 2050 strategy for a blue Pacific continent. Mr. Speaker, sir, the new IDC will reflect an organization that's agile to enhance delivery of our national and regional interests under the SDGs 2050 strategy for blue Pacific continent and Fiji's foreign policy pillars of sovereignty, security, and prosperity. To conclude, Mr. Speaker, sir, the reviewed IDC will portray a development program which will position it as a delivery arm to work across government and non-government systems within Fiji and its neighbors. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.